receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's back. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bauman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Canes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Cuevas. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Final play of the quarter coming. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Alabama facing fourth down as we open play here in the second quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's back. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The kick is on its way. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Simpson. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab, it's Miller. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Here's a heat. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fit it in the window for the score.
decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he makes the extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. To start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his big tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll try the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown time. And that one will put him up here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bauman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking for a man, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead here in the fourth. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finds his man. It's Cuevas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Rush is on him. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends.
Turning it on! And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Buys a little extra time. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Myers on the move. Picked off to stop the threat. They got him down